And sometimes it doesn't matter, does it?
That's right. Sometimes I just can't help it.
Live?
No, we're live, but it's not 5 yet. I just went early.
Okay, I have 5 o'clock. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. City of Attica Board of Works and Safety, Tuesday, 8/5/25. Will the clerk please call roll?
Mr. Gaylor,
Present.
Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mayor Grant,
Present.
Attorney Redland. No. Mayor.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes from the previous meeting of 7:15?
Yes, and I'll make a motion we approve.
I'll second. Have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, well, Brenda's here.
Hello. Sorry. Okay, I'll get off the phone.
Here is- Approve the minutes. Do we have any citizens petitions?
Anything there?
They're here for an unsafe building.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Department heads, Mr. Swank, you've probably got a lot to tell us.
Hopefully, sometime after this meeting, the water's restored. So once we get finished with this meeting, I'll get back up there and see if we're good to go or not.
Good.
Boring company hit our 10-inch main that feeds the water tower today, so that's why everybody was having the issues with water. So half the town has water, half the town does not.
Will you let us know what you want us to put? I mean, as far as boil order and all that.
Yeah, there'll just be
Appreciate
a
it.
boil order until further notice. We'll have to do some sampling, and then
Okay.
once those come back clear,
So the boil order, and that caused a lot of confusion today. It caused more confusion than it did help, really. But
Okay.
we told people in the low zone that they probably did not need to boil.
correct.
But there's really not a good definite, I'm in the high zone, I'm in the low zone situation. I mean, we knew that the downtown area was in the low zone, so we told the restaurants that they could go ahead and operate, including County Market. But as far as the residences, there was a lot of people called in, hey, do I have to boil or and we just said, this is not an order, this is a recommendation and an advisory, we called it. So we told them that, you'd be better off if you do drink bottled water. I got on IDEM's website and looked and without getting too far down into the weeds, they recommended that this was for drinking water only.
Yes.
This is not showers, this is not washing your clothes, anything like that. The health department kind of wanted to go that direction when they were called today. But after reading IDEM's website, I don't believe that we needed to worry about that. So I just want to be real clear when I say that there's a boil advisory out, who it's for. And maybe you can help me word that, but
Probably the best way to address it would be if you were experiencing very low water pressure or no water pressure today, then you should definitely boil any water that you are going to drink.
okay.
Or use for food consumption or food preparation.
And that's kind of where it landed
Yes.
later on in the day here as we gotten tons of phone calls.
And then when we put that reach alert out, letting everybody know the water has been restored, we need to put something on there. If you were affected today, you may experience, slow streams of water. It may be due to particles that plug up your aerators and your screens and your faucets. That way we're not getting a million call outs tonight through dispatch, somebody saying that they don't have water or anything of that nature.
Good idea.
Well, I'll stick around until I hear from you, and then I'll get that out before I leave here yet today, if that's
Okay.
suitable.
Yes.
Now,
And-
will people that weren't impacted have issues with sediment in the water once it comes back up?
They could experience some, but it's highly unlikely
Okay,
in the areas that have water throughout the day.
okay.
It's virtually going to be the ones that did not have water. They
Okay.
have very low water pressure.
I want to publicly thank you and your crews for all your hard work today. I know it wasn't an easy day for you. I'm glad it wasn't last week when it was
Yeah, 100.
100
Yeah.
degrees outside.
No doubt.
What would be the harm in the future, or just to avoid confusion? What's the big deal if you just go townwide boil order recommendation?
Well, the bad thing of that, it shuts down everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
Restaurants.
It shuts down all your
Right.
restaurants.
But I mean,
businesses.
residential, you could.
And
just-
that's kind of what we did.
Right.
We were
Yeah.
just recommending
Right.
everybody to boil until further notice, and then, but then that created confusion about, well, why were downtown restaurants open
Right.
when everybody else is being told to boil, and it was just too gray, too much
Now,
gray.
did that water affect the school? Is that
Oh,
what?
yeah.
they
So
did
they were
school like
part of that,
10:30.
they got
Yeah.
knocked out?
Yeah.
Yep, school, Taco Bell,
They
office
dismissed
race,
it.
everything up around that area. Everything out there in Morningside, bits and pieces on Brady Street. I mean, there quite a few residents with no water.
I need to, once we get it done, I've got a list of people I need to call. I need to call Fountain County Dispatch too and let them know that we're okay, because they've got fire departments on call right now for us for water. I guess after you get that pipe in there, is there a time that we should wait until we take them off call for us? I mean, until we recover the tower, or?
I would say I would probably leave them probably on call until tomorrow morning. That way we can let everything do its, because we've got a couple variables up there, but the water break it's gonna be resolved here pretty shortly.
Okay, I'll just tell dispatch that we want them to stay on call until like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, yes. Yeah, because we need to give it some time for the tower and the reservoir to do their leveling. One reason I say that's because they could have possibly hit the telecommunication line when they were boring that runs from the booster station over to the tower, because our tower this morning was showing us that we were at 0. And then once the boring company pulled their boring head back, then the tower all of a sudden started showing like 12 or 13 feet. So,
Okay,
so that could be another variable.
may not be out of the woods yet with that.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Well,
You have anything else, Sari?
just unsafe building orders.
Okay, I nobody else is here. Fire chief's not here. Police chief's not here. So we'll go ahead and move on to unsafe building orders and get that out of the way so you can go. Turn it over to our attorney.
Okay, we have one unsafe building order up tonight that we were able to get good service on, 610 South Union Street. Is that the one that you guys are here for as well?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Eric, have you had a chance to inspect that since the last meeting? Can you give us an update about the condition of the property?
The exterior of the house, roof, soffit, debris in the rear of the property. The front, the bushes are overgrown above the 3-foot area. It's on a corner lot, so it impedes view of traffic. Biggest thing is exterior condition of the property, the house.
And have you seen any progress on the roof repairs or the walls of the structure?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask you guys, could you guys state your name for me, please, just so I can get it on the record? And I'll start with you, ma'am.
My name's Elena Farrar.
Okay, thank you. And can you give us an update on your, plans for the property, your schedule of repairs, the maintenance on the property?
It will get done as soon as I can possibly get somebody that can get the stuff there to get it done. I can't do anything anymore. Or I would have been in there doing it. And my son, who takes care of everything, and that's a whole lot, especially when it's hot and he's trying to work too. You know, to me, of course, how much this and that is supposed to be done. I haven't been down there. I haven't seen it. Don't worry, I'll bitch when I do. But you know, he went in and mowed the yard. He said he trimmed the bushes. Of course, he said it's not low enough. I'm not aware of that, and I don't imagine Bobby was aware of the how much. But like I said, to me, I don't know why it took this to let me know that something had to be done.
So do you have a tenant in there currently, or it's not
No,
occupied?
and they're not going to be in there.
Okay.
Our last tenant that was in there
Nope, I'm not.
decided to not take care of the place, and that's what finally said, I'm done, you know, and my plan, I'm Bobby Farrar, and so
Okay. I guess. Go ahead.
my plan was to not rent it no more. I wanted to try to figure out a way to fix it up and do the Badlands rental stuff, so I don't have to deal with tenants all the time. You know, I can't pay rent, the car broke down, the dog's sick, you know, we've dealt with that for so long down there. You know, people move in and they move out, and they don't tell you nothing, they destroy stuff. It's like he said, the debris in the backyard, that come from the apartments next door. They put all the mattresses and stuff out behind our property. But like he said, I'll be the one to have to remove it, so, you know, you got that issue too, so. Other than that, I will do anything I can do to try to resolve this problem. I work 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week for Bill Schmidt, building grain bins and driving semis, so. It's gonna be hard on me, but I will do whatever I have to do to try to make this right and make everybody happy. I mean, I don't know,
That's impossible.
well, can't make everybody happy, but I'll do
Well,
it.
you know, we got other neighbors, and it's not fair to the neighbors if somebody's not taking care of the property, and obviously it's getting pretty bad. And so we just expect everybody to a certain standard, keep their property up, so it's, number one, it reflects on our city, number two, neighbors gotta live next to that, so, you know, we're not picking on you, it's not that we don't
Right.
have anything vended against you, it's just that we have to get this so it's a safe area, doesn't be traffic view, you know, people's view. And can one of you guys meet with Eric so he can go over with you sometime and kind of tell you his expectations, and maybe you can make a list,
Sure thing.
and maybe we can give you a reasonable period of time in which, what do you think, Eric? Do you think 2 to 3 months to get this done? I mean, what's
Yeah,
reasonable for you?
I'm assuming that they're probably going to need to do something with the roof, and he was telling me that he's been calling around getting prices on metal.
Okay.
That and the soffit, if he's doing the work himself and, you know, working 6 days a week, and if he's working for Bill Schmidt, I'm sure harvest is right around the corner, so that's gonna turn into 7
Yeah,
days a week.
12-hour days, 14-hour days.
And I think I ought to meet up with them down there at the property, show them, you know, kind of prioritize things, and if they can get moving on it, then, you know, we can revisit it.
I think as a board, I hate to speak for everybody, but I think we'd like to see progress once a month update progress. I'd like to think that we could have this wrapped up by November. I mean, is that a reasonable period of time for you to get the place cleaned up, the roof on, or whatever fixed on the roof?
Roof's gonna take the longest. I can tell you that right now. I mean, because I have a tarp. Before the roof ever got bad, like underneath the tarp that I have stretched from one end of that place to the other, that roof is not like that bad. There's no big holes or nothing in it. It's just the back half that I didn't get covered. I think somebody went up and threw a brick up on top of that roof, because it's a house trailer with a house built around it. Okay? So I think somebody's thrown something up there, done something and knocked a hole in it, and it just kind of got a little bit worse. But like I said, that's the outside structure. The inside is still, it's a house trailer.
It's
I
still
can
a
tear
house
all
trailer.
that.
So there's
I
no
can tear
leaks in the
everything.
inside structure,
No.
just
Right.
the porch or enclosed porch or something like that.
Yeah, the enclosed porch basically is the only thing that can actually get any water in on the concrete floor. There's a concrete floor in there. But like I said, everything else can be tore down around it, and the house trailer is still good. I mean, it's still there, it's still good.
Are you gonna
Not
try to
leaking.
repair it, or are you gonna try to tear it down?
I'm gonna try to repair it.
Is that what you're seeing, Eric? Just basically that part? I mean, and then the high weeds and bushes and,
I mean, if nothing else, I think if we can get the high weeds and the bushes and the trash, kind of make the property look presentable, I think that'd go a long way.
I mean, I think I'd like to see, I think we'd like to see it maybe before winter, before the weather gets too bad, to try to get that roof part done. But if we're seeing you're making progress, and we can reevaluate that,
We do have 2 town-wide cleanups coming up. One is this month, the 15th and 16th, I believe.
I think so.
They'll have dumpsters not too far from you there at the sewage plant that you can put stuff in, and that won't cost you a dime.
We take those.
You can take, you just have to get it down there. And then there'll be another one in October, and those dates are yet to be set, but it'll probably be early in October rather than late in October. But that's an opportunity to get rid of some stuff that maybe you wouldn't be able to get rid of. Yeah, you wouldn't have to rent a dumpster that way. You can just haul it down there and get rid of it. If there's mattresses and
Yeah. that's
whatever, you can take them down there and get rid of them. So that would help you out a little bit.
Because when I went in and mowed the time before, there was some stuff that had got thrown back there in a pile. But then this last time I just went down there 4 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, and mowed the yard and trimmed the bushes back. And that's when I seen somebody throw mattresses out on top of everything. I'm like, where's this stuff coming from? And then it's like,
Somebody's using it for a dump.
yeah,
Right.
it's the Mexican that bought the property next door, built all the apartments.
Sure.
Well, I do, because that's where it came from.
Okay.
And I know exactly where it came from. So, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you,
and then I'll just have to tell them, what do you say to a neighbor like that once they've already thrown stuff on you, they're probably going to say, well, let's just throw it out there in his backyard.
he'll get it.
Put up
Yeah.
put up some trail cans.
But we're
I put up no
not,
trespassing and they got tore down.
we don't live right in
Yeah, I
there.
live clear out on the other side of Independence.
Right.
So it's, traveling back and forth, but yeah, I mean, I have no problem. I'll go in, I'll clean up the trash in the back, I'll trim the bushes down, I'll remow the yard again.
I think that'd go a long way to get,
But the roof wise, like I told him, I tried Interstate Metal. I had them come over to try to give me a bid, to let me know how much the metal would cost for me to do it. The guy never would call me back after he came to the house once. He wanted to send his guys up to send me a bill. I'm like, I don't want that. I will do it. Just how much is the metal going to cost me? No return call, no nothing. So I called Andy Hedrick last night and I asked Andy Hedrick, the price, but I still haven't got a return from him yet if he's got any roof metal. The only other person I can go through is probably my boss, Bill Schmidt. I mean, because right now, $53 a sheet for metal. I can't afford that right now.
boy,
I mean, I looked it up last night and that's at like Menards and stuff.
That's
Lowe's and
just-
Menards, you're talking $53 a sheet. That's,
so we'll ask him to get the yard cleaned up, get all the trash hauled out, and then come back next month and report where we're at.
Yeah.
For modified to handle the trash, junk, debris, tall grass, and bushes, and then you can set the roof out for a status update in 2 months if you'd like.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion that within the next month, we'll try to get the debris, the grass tall bushes. We can get that stuff cleaned up. If, when would you say that was August, the trash pickup? Or
Yes, this month.
this month, so there'll be a dumpster down there
15th
at
and
the
16th
sewage
at the
plant.
sewage plant.
So I'll make a motion that we'd like to see that get done, then we'll go month to month with the progress on the rest of the project. If you can set up a time to meet with Eric, that would be
Does
awesome.
that sound reasonable to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second. You made the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So you'll get a letter in the mail, but we're gonna ask you back on September 2nd to give us an update on at least the property cleanup, but you'll get a letter in the mail.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
Thank you,
Thanks
folks.
for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Utility credits.
There were none.
None, none.
You got those numbers, right? Yep.
Payroll ledger.
Everything look good, Joanna?
Yes.
I'll make a motion, we approve payroll ledgers.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It would be basically sidewalk all the way out through Brick Street, this whole Brick Street around the pick her up. That way she doesn't have to.
That'd be a whole lot easier on the day.
And then, and the next meeting.
Did you, I didn't look at the agenda. Do you have to bring up the update, the two accounts that we may need a,
We can talk about it, yeah.
did you sign the minutes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you. Yeah, he did. He did, thank you.
Disconnects.
I have to assume it's all accurate. So I'll make a motion, we approve disconnects.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
As of today, but that'll change tomorrow.
Yeah, we
That's
got
right,
As
that's
people
right.
pay.
Changes.
16 pages of disconnects. Or potential disconnects, I should say. Claims.
Everybody had a chance to look at claims.
I have.
I'll make a motion, we approved.
I'll second.
Have a motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Just an FYI, we don't need to act on it tonight, but we had a situation where they used to run a report in the clerk's office for vacant buildings to make sure that we didn't have water turned on at vacant buildings. When they ran that report, and it hadn't been run for quite some time, but when we ran the report, they found 2 locations that did not have accounts set up that were receiving water. Long story short, those total close to $3,000 a piece that are owed. And, it's not just the water, it's the sewer and your trash pickup and the whole thing. One of them had been shut off for non-payment. It got turned back on, but the account never got reactivated. So they hadn't been receiving a bill. Checked with our attorneys, and their opinion is that we can't necessarily just forgive that. Is that a good way to put
yes,
that?
yeah, it can't be written off.
So we can't write that off. So we need to bill these folks. We can set up payment terms, but at $3,000, it's going to take a while if your water bill's already $80 a month or so, and then put that on top of it. So
Right.
that may be coming around here at our next meeting. So maybe something to think about.
They're residents?
Yes,
Okay.
Right.
So both locations have people living in it.
yes.
They're supposed to be abandoned.
Well-
They weren't supposed to be abandoned. One, the resident moved in, the water was turned on.
It was
It was
already
already on.
when
It
they-
wasn't
Okay.
fraud. It was already on.
Okay.
And my guess is it's a young person. They moved from the country. They probably weren't even aware, since they had water,
Okay,
they weren't
right.
aware that they needed to establish
Okay.
an account. The other one was a little bit different. She was disconnected, had the service reconnected. The account did not get activated on our end, which wasn't triggering the bills. But the individual had had an active account for however long she'd had an active account. And then she reactivated it, the water was turned on and wasn't getting bills. We weren't aware of it and she didn't reach out.
Just thought there was free water.
Yeah, free water.
Free trash.
Yeah, nice try.
Yeah.
So that bill's a little bit over 3,000, the other one's a little bit under 3. But close to 3 for both.
So just a heads up. I don't have anything else. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
And I'll second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Now, is there anything on the books on that if, for something like that?